I'm building a tiny vacation home on wheels.
Shut up and sit down.
So I'm headed back to the VA hospital to get my second Pfizer shot, and apparently it's supposed to hit you pretty hard. So I have cleared my calendar for the week. It is Monday, and I have set up my couch with my pillow, and I've also stocked the fridge, make sure I have all the food I need. Basically, I don't want to have any reason to have any stress about things I need to do. I got that all taken care of before I head to the VA. So I'm headed over there right now. It's only about 10 minutes from my house, and hopefully everything should be okay. I've got a few things I need to do today, but I'm like fingers crossed that I'm not going to get sick from the shot. My left arm does hurt all the time because I am like injured on that side from an assault. So, you know, just hope that I'm okay. Anyway, I'm stuck behind a student driver, of course, which this person does not understand how to drive. I was not that bad when I was a student driver. I mean, granted, it was like 25 years ago, but I was not at all that bad. And I think she has her mask over her eyes. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so judgmental. I'm actually not a great driver. I'm better on the other side of the road, on the other side of the car, since my first vehicle was a Daihatsu Mira in Japan. So I actually didn't drive in America until I was 25 years old, even though I had taken driver education when I was like 15. So the pot calling the kettle black, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, oh, so a terrible driver. Actually, I'm a really good driver. But I do prefer driving on the other side of the road. That is a fact, and that is something that I actually that has been documented. So I don't like driving on this side. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm left eye dominant, right-handed. I don't know. But when I drove on the other side, I had a stick shift, and so I only learned how to drive a stick with my left hand to shift instead of my my right hand. Now I have an automatic, which I don't like either. Like, I like actually having stick shifts. I like actually feeling like I'm driving the vehicle. So anyway, that's my TED talk for the day. So when I was here last time, it was super busy because everyone was getting their second shot, since it was the priority for the older people, and you know, veterans are pretty old for the most part. And so now it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people here, so hopefully I should go in pretty quickly. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Of course, I've got the fake achondria where I'm like, oh my god, I feel sick. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some food now. I'm hungry. Good morning. I'm tired. This is the second day, or the day after I got my COVID shot, the second shot. And my arm hurts a lot. I have a massive headache, and I just feel real clammy. So I don't ever get sick. So I'm a bit of a wimp when it happens. And it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's cloudy and gloomy outside. I was hoping that maybe if I feel a little bit better, I can go take Prudence, my van, down to the bird sanctuary and go walk around, which I like to do on rainy days. I like to go hiking and get outside. The weather's going to be in probably the low 70s. So I think I'm going to try to do that a little bit later. I'm going to have some breakfast. But I just wanted to kind of document the second shot. The first shot, I was perfectly fine. This one, I do feel a significant difference, and I never take like any medication or anything, so I don't have like ibuprofen or Tylenol or anything to alleviate the headache, so I just have to basically eat well and try to exercise, and that's usually good enough for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna have some breakfast, put my contacts in, tidy myself up in my pajamas right now, and then maybe hopefully just get out and about for a bit. Thankfully I don't have to be anywhere with crowds because I did all my shopping yesterday and all my errands. So I think if I just go down to the coast, down to Galveston, and just kind of walk around the bird sanctuaries. It's raining today, so no bicycle riding, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, I just kind of feel like crap. Well, but it's good, you know, it's like the disease is always better than, oh no, the other way around. The shot is always better than the disease. And when I took malaria pills when I went to Africa, it was the same thing. I just felt really like you just get like weird hallucinations and weird like, but you don't get malaria. So that's always a good thing. I'm holding my phone up with my arm that hurts. So I'm going to put the phone down, eat some breakfast, and try to get something done today. At least get out and about. I don't want to sleep all day. I'm not that kind of person to begin with. And so I know I would probably feel worse. And I don't have anything to tidy up. I already did all that stuff. So just a no stress day. Just try to get out and get some fresh air. My head is throbbing. God, I never get headaches. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna try to alleviate this. So the route that I'm going to take is to go down southwest to Galveston and then take the Bolivar Peninsula ferry across over to High Island. So this is a longer route. It's like 2.5 hours almost, but it's prettier and you get to go on a ferry for free. Super fun. I've actually taken my bikes from Galveston to Bolivar Peninsula, like parked in Galveston with my bicycle and then ridden the bike over. If it wasn't raining, I would take my bike with me, but obviously I'm feeling kind of sick, you know, a little under the weather after the vaccine. So this is just kind of a walking day, just to kind of get some fresh air and, you know, not going to overexert myself. And then I'll go to High Island, and then I think I'll drive back through Baytown, and then just kind of take the quick way back, depending on how I feel. Okay, so I made it into Prudence, and I got my soda. I know it's a vice, but I drink a lot of Diet Coke, so I don't drink coffee, so I gotta have some kind of caffeine in the morning. I'm actually packed for my trip for next week, so I've got a lot of kind of stuff in the vehicle, but I am, you know, just gonna kind of spend the day kind of getting out and about. So let's go. Got a 2.5 hour drive and a ferry ride ahead of us. Just doing a quick pit stop at Buc-ee's. It's obligatory if you're ever in Texas. So I'm just going to check out their cookie of the month and then see what t-shirts they have and get a hot drink because it's still kind of cloudy and gloomy. So I think I'm just going to like get something to kind of help my stomach, which is hurting a little bit. I don't know if it's from the vaccine, who knows, but I'm just kind of feeling way off today. But I feel a little better now that I'm out and about. ferry, and probably maybe like 20 or 30 minutes, I'm assuming, to wait to get on. There's probably about 40 cars ahead of me, and hopefully I'm in the fast lane. There's 2 lanes. There's actually 6 lanes, but 2 of them are filled with cars. It doesn't look like it's very busy today, but just waiting. The last time I was here, I actually rode my bicycle, parked in Galveston, rode my bike onto the ferry, and then rode through Bolivar Peninsula to the fort and everything. So hopefully I'll get a chance to drive over to the fort, take a look at that, and then head over to High Island. So I feel a lot better. I had my gas station cappuccino, which if you have stomach issues, you need to get cleared out. That thing will clean you out like crazy. It's like the coconut water of cappuccino. And then I just have, you know, plenty of water. I've got some snacks, and I might make lunch in the van since I have the food I packed for my trip. And I have my Jackery batteries, so I can hook up my little 12-volt cooking pot and make some soup or something pretty light to eat. So yeah, I just don't really feel like, you know, spending money on food down here. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of places that are open on a Tuesday at, you know, 11 a.m. But also because of COVID, and because I did, you know, just have the vaccine, I don't really want to be around people. I want to keep as self-contained as possible and be as outdoors as possible. So that's a good thing to do if you do want to be socially distant, is take a day trip down to the Galveston coast and just kind of, you know, be in your van. And it's nice because I brought the van so I could take a nap if I didn't feel very well, rather than taking my SUV. So yeah, all around it's a great day. It's a little cloudy outside, but you know, that's Texas, so you wait 20 minutes and the weather will change. So we're finally moving, I think, after about 25 minutes of waiting, and now there's more cars in the other lane bay, I guess. So I'm at the end of the line. Yeah, hopefully we'll get on the next ferry. It looks like there's 3 ferries, maybe 2 ferries. Okay, we're finally moving. It was actually like 40 minutes, so it's okay. I checked my email and just kind of scrolled through, doom scrolling through Facebook, so not too bad of a wait. This is pretty cool. I'm front of the line, and we'll be the first off, I think. I hope I am. I'm so cheesy. I'm like, I want to be first. So this will be fun. Thankfully, I'm a little bit more in the middle, not on the edge like I was on the Port Aransas ferry, which I felt like it was rocking and that my side was heavier than the other side. So this should be fun. I'm excited. This is a bit longer ferry. I think that maybe this is like a 20-minute ferry.
Welcome aboard the Texas Department of Transportation's ferry vessel, Overtaking Texas. Your vehicle engine must be shut off after you finally brake set. Smoking is not allowed anywhere on this vessel or in your vehicle. Pets and all other animals must remain in your vehicle. Services will be inherited. And accompanied by their handler.
right here, these are the
Yes.
rookery ponds are right here. These islands are where all the birds are nesting on. We actually have some on this pond here. This is the parking lot. This orange line is our new canopy walkway. So you just start right there off the corner of the parking lot and go see the rookery birds, which will probably be on next.
And it brings the north wind.
So I made it to High Island, and there's actually a couple different bird sanctuaries around here, and they have this 700-foot canopy walk, and it's really cool. It's pretty high up. It's about 17 or 18 feet up, and if you like photography and know about birds, which I know nothing about birds, it's really cool to kind of like walk around, and there's some steps along the way that you can go downstairs. I guess you can go down to the sea level, the lake level, and yeah, it's really nice. A lot of older crowd. But if you're looking for something to do for a day trip and you're driving along the Texas coast, or you're heading to New Orleans or back from New Orleans and you don't want to just drive on the 10 freeway, which is super boring, you can come out here and check this out. It's super humid right now. I'm actually in obviously a long sleeved light jacket because I don't like the sun. But this is really nice. This is really quiet and a nice kind of way to stretch your legs. So even though I'm only like 42, I'm actually not really that old, I do really enjoy kind of the like hidden gems and the things that aren't really the traditional tourism places. I mean, I've seen just about every museum. I've seen just about every thing that you can do in each of the major cities and all the states and all the countries I've been to. And especially with COVID, it's really hard to kind of get the motivation to travel because we just assume that everything's closed and everything will be boring. But there are so many, especially in Texas, so many hidden gems. And especially down along the coast, it really is kind of the wetlands, really swampy. There's alligators. I think there's an alligator out there, like off in the distance. Let me see if I can zoom in. That might be an alligator. But you know, what's really nice is just being able to kind of get out and about. And obviously, I'm probably the youngest person here right now. It's a lot older crowd, a lot of birders. I mean, look at this. I don't even know what this bird is, but it's awesome to see things that you've never seen before. And I think that is really the importance of traveling. It's not about checking off every country, checking off every, you know, major landmark and just having a tally of, you know, competitive tally. Like, oh, I'm just going to go and snap a picture in front of something and say I've done a country. It's really not like that. Like, you know, just really take the time to kind of enjoy what's there and not feel like you have to compete with everyone to go see every single national monument that there is. I mean, there's so much more to the world than that. So this is High Island, Texas. It's about maybe an hour and a half north of Bolivar Peninsula and Galveston. I took the ferry over here in my cargo van, and it's really nice to just kind of get out and about. It's super humid, too hot for me, but it's really nice to just kind of explore and see nature without having to, you know, be indoors, especially during COVID. Make sure if you're on the canopy walk, which is what I'm on, that you have your mask, just in case there's other people. And then, you know, just enjoy nature. And if you want to learn about birds, which I know nothing about, they'll give you some brochures. You can also contact the Audubon Society in Houston, and they will give you some, you know, information so you can learn about what you're seeing. And it's just really nice, so super cool. What's nice about the canopy walk is that you can also go down the steps if you want to get a closer look at things. You know, I spend so much time outside now riding my bike and hiking that, you know, I really want to kind of learn what I'm looking at, or as I always say, crashing into on my bike or encountering. I feel like sometimes I do a disservice to myself by not really knowing what I'm doing when I'm out and about. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at, don't know what the plants are. And I took like a rocks for jocks class in college, so I know rocks, I know earth science, I know all of that stuff. That's pretty ingrained in me. I took an environmental science class, so I know about animals, but when it comes to things like plants and flora and fauna and you know, all of that stuff, I really don't know. And I'm just kind of curious because, you know, there's just so much that you notice when you're kind of on ground level, when you're riding your bike and hiking. So, you know, that's kind of what I'd like to learn a little more about. Just so, you know, you're not such an ignorant traveler, which is always a bad thing. You just go somewhere and don't really care what you're looking at. So yeah, I'm eager to learn. But one way to do that is to go to these places, support the local Audubon Society, and enjoy what you see. That's pretty cool. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes. I forgot to tell you, you need to probably bring some mosquito repellent because this is Texas and it is the spring entering our summer, which lasts pretty much all year. So yeah, just make sure you bring some mosquito repellent for the bugs. But this is super cool. Look at this, how happy they are. Just kind of chillaxing out there. Yeah, they got a good life. If you are going to do some photography, which there's lots to photograph here, just make sure that you are mindful of other people and don't set up your gigantic camera in front of people's viewing. There are special places for you to set up your tripod and kind of enjoy what you're seeing. The trails are quite nice. You might see some alligators and ducks and things. They do give you a trail map. So I think it's great for kids too. So I had a good time. I'm now home. I took a shower. I got bitten crazy by mosquitoes, so make sure that you get mosquito repellent if you're going to go to the high island. And I think I'm just gonna take a nap now. So yeah, fun day.